So hey guys, it is Stone Sunday. Stoned Sunday. Why can't I say that this week? But anyway, like I said, continuing with the series, this stone is the Shiva Lingam stone. Now, before I even go into the stone, this is the Shiva Lingam stone. This is not a Shiva Linga. That's two different things. But you can work with the Shiva Lingam stone similar to how you would work with the Shiva Linga. I've been dreading working with the stone for the longest because even though they're two totally separate things, the idea behind this stone is kind of similar, very similar to that stone. And I do know that the Shiva Linga is not supposed to be in the house, and it's supposed to be fed. It's supposed to be out in nature, outside somewhere, and it's supposed to be fed with milk and honey and things like that. So I've been dreading working with the stone because if you work with the Shiva Linga the wrong way, it actually brings more, I don't want to say curses, but it messes up your prosperity. And I didn't want to mess up my prosperity because I've been having a very prosperous year. And I didn't want to mess anything up. But because I couldn't find the information that I was looking for or get any answers from people who work with the Shiva Linga and people who work with the Shiva Lingam, I've been, asking people, inboxing people, messaging people, emailing people, and I couldn't get any particular answer. I decided to go ahead and experiment on my own. And through my experiment, one, I learned that this is a highly creative stone. And in saying that, this is a perfect stone to work with your sacral chakra. This is also a perfect stone to have underneath your bed if you want a romantic night. And under the pillows, it's a great stone for that. It's a highly creative, it's a highly fertile, that's the better word for it. It's a highly fertile stone. It works well with pretty much every element. To go into the stone a little bit, this particular Shiva Lingam and most of them that you will find will be in an egg shape. And the reason why it's an egg shape because the egg, of course, is a symbol of fertility, and it's also representative of the cosmic egg, where the male and the female join together, and the energies of male and female join together to create life, to manifest something, to bring something into a manifested realm. The whole purpose is creation. That's why I said this is a great stone to work with your sacral chakra, which is where the energy is actually created. Excuse me. Where the energies is actually created in the sacral chakra and housed in the solar plexus chakra, where it's supposed to be directed. But, okay, getting back to how to work with the stone. So, of course, you can work with sacral chakra. It's good to work with anything that you're trying to pull in, manifest. If you're doing crystal grids, this could be the center point. And under the crystal grid, you want to have a piece of paper of what you're trying to bring in to manifestation. And then once you do the crystal grid, do the manifestation, leave it there. Do it on the best days would be do it on a Friday or a Monday. Leave it there for a little while. Leave it there till about Thursday, and then remove the paper, because this is creation, so it's creating it. But you don't want it to keep creating it. You want to bring it into manifestation. So you would put the paper underneath there, do the crystal grid setup. Like I said, do the crystal grid on a Monday or a Friday, and then that following Thursday, you want to remove that paper and do whatever else you do, with papers and tensions, spells, whatever you want to call it, vision boards, whatever. Then you want, put on your vision board, put it in spell, whatever you do that then after you give it the energy of the stone. Also with the stone, like I said, now, here's where you can work with the stone just like the Shiva Linga. They're not the same, but you can work with the stone the same way. What you can do is take the stone and you want to bury it on your property, but you don't want to bury it fully. So you want part of it, like about that much of it, sticking out the ground. If you don't have a place where you can bury it, you can get a small bowl and put some very fertile dirt in it. You want dirt from the forest or dirt nearby a beach. You do not want to buy fertilizer from the store. You want the natural elements without all the added extra chemicals. You want the old dirt that has the energy of the earth in it. And you're going to stick that in that pot. And then you would feed it the same way you feed a Shiva Linga. Now, this is how I have worked with it. I don't know how other people's work with it. I don't know what other information out there. All I know is when I was trying to get more information on the stone, I could only go but so far, so I had to experiment. And through my experimentation, it works really well. And you just, like I said, you just bury it, you keep feeding it and feeding it and feeding it, and you say your prayers to it and all the other stuff, and it does work really well. Now, if you have a backyard, put it in the southeast corner of your backyard. If you have a home, put the pot, the soil, whatever that you put this in, and put it in the southeast corner of your home. Now, if you have a problem with bugs and everything, you might want to take a pot like a mason jar and fill the mason jar, like a small mason jar, really small mason jar, and fill it 3/4 way with dirt, stick it in there. That way you can still feed it and everything, and it's in glass, it's natural element, but you can also close it so the milk and honey, the smell of the milk and honey, whatever, is not attracting bugs in your home. You know, if you have an issue with that, a lot of apartments have that type of issue. So, you know, so a lot of people don't work with milk and honey because that smell just brings out the ants and they lose their freaking mind, especially here in Florida. So that's one way you could just still be able to do it without having to worry about the bug issue. That's pretty much it for this stone. I do want to stress, though, because many people get confused, this is a Shiva Lingam stone. It is not the Shiva Linga. They are two different things. And the Shiva Linga is actually the more proper way to give offerings and everything to the god Shiva. But the Shiva Lingam stone, in my experimentations, I found out that you can work with it pretty much the same way. But again, that's all up to you and how you feel. So that's our stone for today. Everybody stay blessed. Peace.